Hey guys, Gapples here, and you guys join me back for a new entry as part of my Fire Red and LeafGreen Shiny Pokedex quest. And I am here on Ruin Valley to begin my first ever fishing hunt for this quest, so I'm very excited to be using a new method for this. But on Ruin Valley, I will be using the good rod, because it is the rod that has the best chance of fishing up my target, which is Poliwag. So the encounter table on this area with the good rod is 60% Poliwag, which is my target, 20% Magikarp, and 20% Goldeen. So a pretty good encounter table for me, because no matter what I get for my first shiny, it'll be something brand new. So that's always a nice positive to have. There's nothing special about this area in particular. A bunch of routes in Kanto and the Sevi Islands have this exact encounter table with fishing. I just chose Ruin Valley because it's an area I don't think I'll ever hunt in otherwise, and I like the music here. So with that being said, I'm going to cast in my rod for my first encounter, and we'll see how it goes. So unfortunately in these games there is no ability that helps you with fishing. I believe that was introduced in Emerald, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna be going bare bones, but fishing in Fire and Leaf Green is very generous though. Like, you don't have to time your pull. You can just let it, you can just let it stay, and you can just pull it whenever you want. But anyways, our first encounter here is a Goldeen, which is not my target, but we might phase, who knows. Again, I don't really care if I phase because everything is brand new. But yeah, with that being said, I'm now gonna start the hunt. So I will see you guys when there is a shiny, hopefully shiny Poliwag on the screen. Does it sound like how I meow?
Yeah.
What the fart?
I know.
What the absolute fart?
Okay.
Hey, don't laugh at me. Not when I'm being serious.
I just don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Oh, hi.
Hi. No. You. Like, please be for real. BFR. Shiny Poliwag. Oh my gosh. Shiny Poliwag. I saw that come across the screen, and I didn't really react because I was like unsure if that was shiny, but that is shiny. Oh my gosh, shiny Poliwag. 5,592. Okay, a nice quick under odds fishing shiny. We love to see that. Oh, that looks so good actually. Look at that, the side by side comparison. That looks really good actually. Oh wow. What a nice shiny. I got this while watching Supreme Arcanine's Safari Week stream, so shout out to him. But yeah, shiny Poliwag 5,592. This is first fishing shiny. And there's something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, it was my first hunt using an auto counter. I feel like I was like kind of old-fashioned using like manual counting for my hunts, but this is the first hunt I'm using like Shiny Dex's like auto counter feature, and it actually works very well. I'm actually very happy with it. So yeah, shoutouts to Shiny Dex. But yeah, Shiny Poliwag. Okay, so I'm gonna make a cut to go to single screen. So I will be right back. All right, we're back. Shiny Poliwag on the screen right there. So we are going to send in Janima to go ahead and weaken it. But yeah, second shiny of the month, under odds. I'm glad. Honestly, it wasn't too bad, the fishing hunt. Like, I thought it'd be a lot slower. I mean, it definitely was, like, the encounters were definitely slower than, like, other hunts, but I didn't really mind it too much. I thought it was a pretty chill hunt. Like, something like Repel Tricks or, like, the Sweet Scent encounters I did for Psyduck, those definitely felt worse than these fishing encounters, so I didn't mind if I went over odds, but to get something under odds was pretty nice. Especially because I did go 30k for Growlithe. Although that was kind of deserved, so it is what it is. But anyways, I'm going to catch this at a Nest Ball. It doesn't really match Poliwag that well, but it does match Poliwrath when it evolves, so that is kind of the thing we're going for. So we should get this in one ball. There you go, nice. And that is Poliwag caught. Another SPQ entry down. So we got Poliwag, the tadpole Pokemon. Its newly grown legs prevent it from walking well. It appears to prefer swimming over walking. So there is the normal one and the shiny one. Not the craziest difference, but honestly, I like the shiny. I prefer Poliwag and Poliwhirl shiny over Poliwrath. So let me quickly put down a save. Shout out to Ruin Valley. The music playing in the background while I was getting my fishing encounters was nice. That definitely enhanced the experience. But anyways, so for this, I'm gonna guess, let's just guess mild. I'll guess mild, and it is Sassy. Is that's not neutral, I don't think. No, it's, that's plus special defense minus speed. So that's, I think that's okay. I don't know. I don't think Poliwrath is that fast, so it's probably fine. But yeah, there it is. Shiny Poliwag. My first fishing shiny. We got Damp, so we could potentially use this for other hunts in the future as well. So that's pretty cool. And yeah. Very, very cool. I'm happy I got this under odds. 2 SPQ entries in a month. That's pretty good, I'd say. We are so back. So yeah, I am going to save again. But yeah, with that being said, I'm now going to make a quick cut to go ahead and show it off. So I will see you guys for the showcase. Alright guys, we're back for the showcase. Gonna throw out this shiny Poliwag in a few battles. Let me just show it off one more time in the summary screen. Here it is. Little Poliwag. Level 5. I think 5 is the lowest level you could find Poliwag here. I think the range is 5 to 15 on, in the levels. So I actually think I got the lowest leveled Poliwag possible, which is kind of funny. But there is a normal Magikarp and shiny Poliwag. I like the little back spray where you can see its eye. Like, just barely you can see its eye. Pretty cute. But this one kind of brought me back because prior to full odds hunting, obviously I was a method hunter, and one of the ways I got my first hunted shinies was through chain fishing in Oras. I got a shiny Carvana from that. But this is my first full odds fishing hunt, but not my first fishing hunt in general, because that would belong to that Carvana and Oras way back when those games first came out. So this one kind of brought me back to those days. I remember I also tried to chain fish a Barboach, but I never got it and I just gave up. But anyways, normal Poliwag and shiny Poliwag. Younger me would not be able to comprehend 5,592 fishing encounters. It's not that bad, but that's still very high for younger me. But anyways, yeah, that is it for Poliwag Showcase. I'm obviously going to showcase his evolutions as well, so I will see you guys for the evolution into Poliwhirl. Alright, you guys join me back with the evolved form of Poliwag, that being Poliwhirl. Let's take a look at it. And there it is. Pretty similar to Poliwag, or at least the coloration. But I'm a big fan of this one. Like I said, I do like Poliwag and Poliwhirl shiny more than Poliwrath's. I think the light blue just looks aesthetically more pleasing than the green, but we'll get to Poliwrath when we evolve it. But first, let's show off Poliwhirl in some encounters. If I can actually fish up something, we'll see. Alright, here we go. So we got a normal Magikarp and shiny Poliwhirl. Look at that. That's a pretty cool back sprite. It looks ready to box. Shout out to Poliwhirl. But anyways, I think I said this when I first found it, but this was my first hunt also where I'm using an auto counter. And what's really cool about the auto counter I'm using is that it also tracks how many Pokemon I've seen like individually for the entire hunt. So for this Poliwag hunt that took 5,592 encounters, I managed to find 3,366 Poliwag, 1,107 Magikarp, and 1,119 Goldeen total. So I think that's really cool that I can see how many Pokemon I've seen for the entire phase. It's really sick. Like, I've always wanted this kind of data, but the fact that I can actually have it now is pretty cool. Like, it's just so fun to look at. But yeah, just a little side tangent there. But anyways, yeah, that was some shiny Poliwhirl for you. But anyways, now we are going to evolve it into Poliwrath. So, see you guys then. Alrighty, we are back with shiny Poliwrath. So here it is. Honestly, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Or like, I feel like the shiny was just like, I don't know, I feel like it's hard to explain. Like, I thought it looked worse, is I guess what I'm trying to say, but it actually doesn't look too bad, at least in this game. I mean, I guess the shiny is more fitting considering that this Pokemon is a frog, so to make him green, I guess makes sense. Yeah, honestly, it's not as bad. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's like, hey, it's not too bad. You know, at least the ball finally matches, which is extra points. But let's go ahead and show off Poliwrath in some encounters. I feel like Poliwrath you don't really see too often. I see a lot of Politoed, but not Poliwrath, even though this is like the OG evolution. Anyways, that is a normal Poliwag and shiny Poliwrath. Yeah, it's honestly not terrible. Like, you know what? Poliwrath, I was not familiar with your game. That's my bad, bro. It's not. I mean, I still do prefer Poliwag and Poliwhirl shiny, but Poliwrath is not as bad as I remember. Like this is still a fine shiny. I mean, maybe a little biased because I like green, but I still think it's a fine shiny. But anyways, one more encounter here. We got a normal Poliwag and shiny Poliwrath. Yeah, pretty cool. Gotta say, not as bad as I remember. Alright, Poliwrath. I see you, dog. But anyways, so, even though this is a final evolution, it's not the final showcase, because I like to showcase bonus evolutions, like if a Pokemon got an evolution in Johto, I do like to showcase that shiny as well. And obviously Poliwag got Politoed in Johto, so I'm gonna reset this Poliwrath back into a Poliwag, and then I'm also gonna showcase shiny Politoed, which should be fun. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Alright, we are back at Ruin Valley, and I now have a shiny Politoed that I traded over from my LeafGreen, and it is now evolved into Politoed. And just look at this shiny, man. Like, this is gorgeous. This is like the Oddish line where the shiny just gets so much better in their Johto evolution, in which case, where I think Blossom had a better shiny than like Vileplume. I think Politoed shiny is easily the best in this line. I mean, it just looks so good. So let's go ahead and do some encounters with shiny Politoed here. So we have a normal Goldeen and shiny Politoed. That is a nice back spray. You look so happy. The colors, I mean, are just so vibrant and nice. Like, this clears the whole line. Like, I'm sorry, it just clears the whole line. So there's a normal Goldeen and shiny Politoed. Very nice. Definitely my favorite. I mean, Politoed in general is my favorite of like the entire Poly family. I like it so much more than Poliwrath, unfortunately. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching my first full odds fishing hunt for the SPQ. The next hunt is going to be for Abra, I believe, which is going to be one of the easiest hunts in the quest yet. So chances are that video will come out very soon, because that hunt is very easy. It's notorious for being easy. So we'll talk about that hunt when we get to it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Another edition of the SPQ. Good luck on all your hunts. I hope you guys, I'm pretty sure Safari Week just ended, so if you guys had hopefully you guys had a good Safari Week for anyone who participated. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.